Okay guys, Chris here. We're on Burr Street in Hamilton, approaching the core. You can see it's a beautiful day and it's a beautiful street. It's got a lot of charm and character. You got Victorian style homes, each one's unique in its own way. And then we've got this one here at 145. So you can see that this home has a lot of potential. It's had some patchwork repair work done and it's being sold in as-is condition. And we're going to go inside and take a look now and see what we can make of this, but I'll give you a little bit of an idea. And as I go, some of the thoughts would immediately be about parking. So this driveway is obviously toast, but it won't accommodate more than 2 vehicles at most. There's going to be a lot of sweat equity going into this place just to get it up to snuff, given the amount of debris and stuff here. You can see I'm just looking at the depth of the lot as well. I don't believe that's a part of this property line, so it's got a shallow property, the lot, which isn't a bad thing if it's an investment because it's less work for you to deal with. Okay, I won't bother going back in there. And if you want to hang tight, we'll make our way inside and we'll have a closer look, and we're going to go through this place top to bottom. We're going to be looking at plumbing, electrical, obviously things like windows, which will be needing to be done, and probably a full cosmetic replacement in there. So let's get at it and see what we can make of this place, okay? All right, I'm inside 145 Burst with Dennis. And there's, whoa, just taking a look here. So let's give you an idea. So we already talked about windows. We know windows need to be replaced, but just to give you an idea, guys, here's the room, okay? Before, and then when we get a little bit of light in here, it completely transforms. Like, it opens the space up beautifully. It's actually not a bad sized room. So some of the character aspects of this home, you know, some of these doors unfortunately have been beat up, but they're all original doors. You get the front foyer entry. Those are probably asbestos tiles by looking. The way you can tell is by the texture when it has that dimpled appearance. That's of the asbestos period for those sorts of building material. Dusty rose carpet. Haven't seen too much of that around in my travels lately, to be honest. The old millwork banister rail and the newel post, it's got a nice character. You could probably keep that in place. This is interesting. We got a bedroom here on the main floor. Okay. And again, it's really dark in here, and if I could describe a smell to you, it would be kind of yellowish. It smells like they've had a lot of pets in here. It's not too pleasant. Again though, interesting floor plan layout. They've got wallpaper here to block out between this room and the kitchen. So you could probably wall that off, obviously. Everything's covered heavily, so all the windows, there's no one living in this property. So they vacated, and basically you can see this is a full gut job. And you know, obviously it's still available. There's not a lot of people who have an appetite to come in here and take on a project this size and scope, but I think the rewards would be tremendous. You know, you come in with your eyes wide open, but you have to get in at the right price. And as we talked about, you're going to have to make sure you get a sense of what the highest sale prices are in the neighborhood so that you can back out your costs of repair and put yourself in a position to refinance this and get all those investment dollars out. And make sure you don't spend too much and over improve. So it's really, really important that you get someone in here who's going to be able to accurately project your expenses and give you good information. So that being said, you either have to go with a trustworthy or reputable contractor who you know and are comfortable with and give you the straight up goods. What you don't want to do is find yourself in a situation where you get in and a contractor gives you a number, and then you're halfway in the job and they start telling you, oh, and this is going to cost this and so on. And all of a sudden, just like that, your budget's completely blown up. So know what you're getting yourself into. Maybe interview at least 3 contractors if you don't have one. See what the differences are. And from each, you should pretty much get some good information and details. Maybe some good design options and so on. I'm just going to try to open this up. Dennis, are you tall enough to unlatch that? I want to get some light in this room. Yeah, these carpets are completely shot. I see some random plumbing here, so this looks like it had a sink of some kind in here at one point. Okay, what are your thoughts, Dennis?
It's got a lot of potential.
You love these, don't you? You love the monsters. It is. It's hard not to love a home like this. There's so much character with these, and this street is absolutely fantastic too. So,
the ceilings are.
looks like you got about 5 inches to play with in there, maybe? Is that about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 to 4 inches.
Yeah. A few handprints on the wall. Okay. So, spacious home. The ceilings feel nice and high. But again, there's a lot of work here. Don't kid yourself. This is a complete structural gut. And some tips as I go through, it looks obviously, you know, each of the doors, you're gonna see here, they'll have individual locks. So I'm just curious if at one point this home was a rooming house, you know, meaning that they've rented out these rooms on an individual basis, and everyone would share access to that one bathroom. Okay, so we're gonna wind our way up to the top. Again, good high ceilings. Okay, coming through here to the top level. Okay, so imagine this, guys, was a kitchen at one point. Okay, they got like a little 24-inch stove here. This room is really tight. Little closet. Okay, a bathroom. Okay, now leave that on for a sec, Dennis. Wow. Okay. Hey, look, it's got storage space as well. So, if you're thinking of investing, this is one of those ones that'll be a true gut test. You need to have some really, really solid plans and ideas about what you're going to do with this space. You know, the question would be if you could go to the city of Hamilton and convert this into a triplex where you have the main floor living, and then you actually have this third level, which you could rent out separately. And the question is, could you put a kitchen up here? You'd have to have access obviously off the back and a fire escape given the height. So what do you think, Dennis? Could this be a single suite of some kind? That could be like a rec room with a bedroom and maybe a little office space for your guest.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think almost because of how shallow the
lot is.
The lot is. I think you do a really deep deck.
Yep.
So it becomes actually part of this second unit up here, and so then everybody potentially has their own outside living space.
Yeah.
Or
Well, they've got a nice built on that garage roof.
This third story, I mean, the fact that ceilings are completely full height,
Yeah.
Makes it a very attractive. I would actually almost think that this might be better as almost just a duplex rather than a threeplex.
Yeah.
Where a family who owns the home
Right.
can actually live up here.
And rent cash flow basement.
On the first two, on the top 2 floors, and you rent out the main floor and the basement.
This home does have a lot of potential. It's a big home, and it's
But
a
it
really
is a lot of
interesting
work.
home. Yeah, for
It
sure.
is a gut top to bottom.
Now, the basement. This is going to get interesting because I was told there's a bit of water issue down here
There's a
because of the
walkout
toilet.
basement too.
I don't believe so.
It is.
It is, okay.
There's an exterior.
So,
outside.
okay, really narrow staircase, guys. I'm not the tallest guy. I'm not the widest guy, but it's tight, okay? I can't imagine ever getting a mattress down there. It smells really musty, as you would imagine. It's actually got the old felt wallpaper on there from the 80s. Okay. I think if you wait long enough, blue comes back in style. Whoa, there you go. A little flicker. Okay, so this toilet apparently has got a bit of a leaking issue. I asked if there were any water issues prior to coming in today. So you can see, guys, there's a lot of work to be done here. Okay, and as we get through, we're gonna look at the space here and how it's used. All right, whoa. Okay. There's the hot water tank right here, tucked in behind the door.
There's a walkout.
Okay, so it is a walkout. Okay, right here. All right. So you do have that second entry. Careful. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hit your head?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Look at that from the 70s. That would be of no use to me, but maybe if you got hair and you need a perm, you're good to go. I don't know if I want to risk opening that freezer, Dennis.
No.
You know what? It's amazing what you come across in these older homes. Like there's some things from way back when. Okay, here's the furnace room. So it's really musty down here, guys. I'm a little susceptible to asthma. I could feel the dampness down here. But that's pretty normal for these older type homes. You get musty basements. Okay, let me just, all right. You all right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try it.
Thank you. All right. So, what do you think, Dennis?
It's gonna be a bit of work. Opportunity is around the corner. Maybe another house. No.
Yeah, you're biting off a lot here. This is
This is a full gut, and
this is the top to bottom.
You know, you get to you have to make sure when you're looking at these types of properties that the market, the local market on the street can actually support that kind of investment.
Mm-hmm.
So
again, guys, it's really critical to go into this with your numbers in place and knowing what your strategy is going to be. Start with the end in mind, know your outcome that you're hoping for, and then put your models into work. And make sure you're working with competent people who can give you that accurate information so you can make some informed decisions about it. You don't want to find yourself halfway into an investment project like this and it becomes unsustainable, or you run out of funds, or you know, there's contingencies that really put you over the top. So hopefully that was of some value to you to do a tour with us, and we'll carry on with our search. We've got lots more to go today. We'll talk to you soon. Stay tuned.